I'm Kevin from Current Lab, and in this video, I'm going to give a quick introduction to Current Lab's new API. So you may already be familiar with Current Map, which is a web app for viewing our proprietary high-resolution ocean forecast data in a convenient interface. Um, this was originally intended for competitive sailors, but increasingly maritime companies are trying to use Current Map with their existing system for things like mission planning. Uh, well, now there's the Current Lab API, which provides all of the same underlying data shown in Current Map, plus much more, like historical data, wind and wave forecasts, and new physics simulations like the drift model I'll show today. So to begin, you just go to api.currentlab.com and it'll bring you to this interactive documentation page. You can actually enter your API key, get code examples in different languages, and test out some of these endpoints right inside the browser. But today I'll show some code examples of two of the endpoints that might be most exciting. So first is where we can download ocean data, and second is this drift trajectory modeling, where you can, if you've lost an instrument or some sort of object has gone in the ocean and you need to figure out where to look for it, this is what you can use. So I'll switch over to a code editor. Here I'm using Python, but you can of course use any language that that your system is already written in. And first up, I'm just going to run this simple uh, um, check of what permissions this account has access to. So we have access to a few different services: the drift forecasting, the gridded data, and the point data. And this shows which regions, which ocean models we have access to, which would be Long Island Sound and Narragansett Bay. So uh, first up, let's just download a NetCDF file. So we, send a GET request with our model, the date. We can put in actually today's date and the file format that we want. And that's going to run, and that's already downloaded. So this was the body of the response. The key piece is this download URL link. So this is a pre-authenticated download link, and we can see, what size and the expiration time. But now that we have a NetCDF file downloaded to our machine, this is just showing it in the Finder window. We can already start working with it. So in just, 2 lines using the Xarray library, we could see a time series of the velocities at a certain location. Um, one more thing, let's just try a different region and a different file format, and uh, just like that, we've downloaded a GRIB file, and this, of course, can be used with any of your existing GRIB um, viewers. So in here, I'm using LuckGrib, and you get all of the compatibility that you would expect with these third-party apps. Okay, now the final thing I want to show is this new drift trajectory forecasting model. So uh, in the new API, we're going to be building in a lot of additional functionality and physics simulations. And this first one, we just have an example of you've lost, a buoy or a robot or anything, in Long Island Sound, and we have the time that it went in the water, the position, and this a pretty exciting feature is we can add a wind drift factor. So this would depend on the windage of, what your lost object looks like above the water line, but we can dial in which wind model we want to use and how much of a wind effect we want to impart. But we can run this. It's doing a simulation, and already we've got our response, which is a time series of the position of our lost object. And finally, we can, take a look at that using a library like Plotly. And here we can see, where we started and then the position over time as the object drifted. And this will give us our best idea of where to search for it, in this example, washing up on shore. So that's um, that's the quick introduction to the API. Please reach out, and we can discuss how to use this with your company. And Thanks for watching.